thing, we had tincture gingiberis, that is ginger juice. Ginger juice is the best antacid. Actually, it's the ideal antacid. Ginger juice and take green banana, your ulcer is also healed. No, today you have all the... See, hospital is one of the places where you get very deadly infections. Touch, you catch a cold. Have you heard that saying? Cold is transmitted by doorknobs. Doorknob is the easiest thing. Even in your homes, don't sleep in an air-conditioned room. If you have a home air conditioner, take the filter out every week and wash it in some chemical and then re-put it. Only thing is, don't go in a closed place. If there is swine flu, don't go to a cinema theater because these air conditioners cannot filter viruses. Remember that. Air conditioner can filter bacteria. And air conditioners, especially central air conditioners, are very dangerous because the viruses, etc., live in them. In the ducts they live. So they come back and again and again. So even in your homes, don't sleep in an air-conditioned room. If you have a home air conditioner, take the filter out every week and wash it in some chemical and then re-put it. So that you are safe. But good air, nothing happens. But touch, you catch a cold. Have you heard that saying? Cold is transmitted by doorknobs. Doorknob is the easiest thing. Bus handles, that general telephone where you go and touch anything. Everybody touches, you also touch, and that's where the virus gets transmitted from person to person. It doesn't jump in droplets. That's why if you see the hospital beds, they're 6 feet apart. Even if a TB patient coughs, oh, and then it'll get sprayed and go down and touch the ground in 3 feet. So I request the health secretaries that hospital should not be swept. You know, poor people with their broom, they sweep it. That's the time it all gets airborne and people can breathe it. If you have that vacuum cleaner, hospital should have vacuum cleaner and wet swabs. So you don't spread diseases. Otherwise, hospital is one of the places where you get very deadly infections. You would be surprised that the medical establishment, I shouldn't be telling you this, is the leading cause of death in the audits in America have shown. Out of which nosocomial infections acquired in the hospitals have a very high percentage of deaths. Because these are deadly germs. They're called superbugs. Because they live in the hospital where antibiotics are used left, right and center. They eat the antibiotic and become strong. You see our mosquitoes today. Mosquitoes were small in the olden days. They were quiet. You could kill them. Today, after eating DDT and living on it, they're so strong. They're like elephants. They're about to hit you anytime. So biological things should not be fought with chemicals. You should fight it with biologicals. You get a guppy fish, put it in your water sources. All the mosquito larvae will be eaten up by the guppy fish. It's a simple fish. You must know a biological enemy for everything. Now in America, they now have genetically engineered mosquitoes. These mosquitoes kill the other mosquitoes. But the only problem is if they mutate and become deadly mosquitoes and then nobody can help them. It's unfortunate because we have a reductionist view of everything. We say modern medicine is good because it's reductionist view. No, I would like you to have a healing system. Don't call it homeopathy, homopathy, anypathy. As long as you have sympathy and empathy for your patient, you are a good doctor. Remember that. You are a good healer. I wouldn't call you a doctor. Doctor is a very bad word. Doctor is derived from the word dossier. To dossier in Latin means to teach. What does a doctor teach? No, he need not be a teacher. What is a teacher? Teacher is not one who teaches. Teacher is one who is a model for the class. A doctor is one who is a model for society. So a doctor must be a good human being. Now this is advantage. I'll tell you my own experience. When I was a student in Madras, the Madras General Hospital was one of the biggest hospitals in Asia. Probably even today it is. Just opposite the hospital, where there was a park town post office on the right side. On the left side, there was a small little clinic. UL Narayan Rao was the man. In 1956, UL Narayan Rao was 70. He had LIM as his qualification, which means he had LIM in 1890 or 1880. You know what they would have taught him in the LIM. But you see the queue for UL Narayan Rao's shop from China Bazaar, go up to Buhari Hotel and then go to Paris Corner. திருவத்தியூரிலிருந்து தொண்டியார்பேட்டையிலிருந்து அவர் காலையில் 7 மணிக்கு வந்தாங்க நிற்கிறாங்க. General Hospital has an outpatient of about 1,000. ULRL has an outpatient of 1,000. The old man had, probably his hearing was also not good. And he had a stethoscope, which I once saw, was about half this room size. Because he doesn't touch the patients. He had an assistant who will take the chest piece. So what patients do is they come in. Those days all mixtures. When we were students in the mixture, red mixture, yellow mixture, Today you have so many anti-acids, you swallow them in the morning when you have nothing. We had tincture gingiberis, that is ginger juice. Ginger juice is the best antacid. Actually, it's the ideal antacid. Ginger juice and take green banana, your ulcer is also healed. No, today you have all the things which you have what's called a proton pump inhibitor, which will damage the heart also. We don't realize that. Reductionist ideas, they have a lot of ramifications. On the you put your bottle in that big receptacle, huge buckets are there, you put it there. And that goes to the third room where multiple barrels filled with colored mixtures are there. So the compounder fills some mixture to some bottle. You go through the Narayan Rao's shop, room. என்ன அப்படிங்கிறாரு. அப்போ அந்த அசிஸ்டன்ட் அங்கே வச்சிருவான். இவர் இங்கே வச்சுட்டு என்ன, then he goes and he picks it up. But mind you, unless patients get better, because Narayan Rao did not have the advertisement that we doctors have today. His word of mouth. A patient gets better in Tondiyarpet, he says, yo, என்னையா ஜெனரல் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போறேன், இவெல்லாம் அங்கே கிட்ட போய் மிக்சர் கொண்டு வா, எல்லாம் சரியா. That he survived for years till he died. What did it show? A latest study, I'll tell you, a latest study, scientific study done in Oxford, Cambridge, Hamburg and Munich, led by the Oxford professor Bengel, which showed whatever medicine you give, what they did was they gave morphia, which is the most powerful painkiller, intravenously to patients with pain and told them, this is painkiller illa, this is not a painkiller, this is only a tonic we are giving you to improve your immune system. Not one person got pain relief. Same patients, they gave in another drip simple saline, salt water, and they said, this is the better than morphine. This is a cousin of morphine we have discovered. 100% pain relief, 100% pain relief. Everybody got relieved from pain. What did they give? Salt water. கடைசியில் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, அவ்வளோ மாத்திரம் இல்லை. What happens in the human being? They did fMRI. fMRI is a functional MRI. It tells you what the brain is doing. And when the patient gets pleased and has faith in the doctor, the forebrain produces so much chemicals, powerful chemicals, which are called opioids, to cure all diseases, including your pain. Can you believe that? This study has come. Science Translational Medicine, பெரிய journal. Science Nature, அந்த லெவல்ல இருக்கு அந்த journal. Science Translational Medicine, March 17th, 2011. First author's name is Professor Bingel, Bingel. அப்படி எழுதுங்க. Which study now shows that if the doctor is good, diseases get cured. Did you get that? So this is the first lesson you understand. You can be homeopathy, you can be modern medicine, you can be anybody. Unless you are a good human being, you are not a good healer. Did you get that? You must have a heart of a healer. You must have compassion. Not simply sympathy, but empathy. What is empathy? You put yourself into his shoes. Then only the patient understands,